Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
I'm here all day. Take 4, take 4. 3.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mariota to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Mariota. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. This is taken at about the 14. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bailey. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Check 55, Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Tighten up. Switch. 6.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the 17, Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Watch the safety creep.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 18-yard line.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And he's going to keep it here. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mariota now. Now he's flushed out left. And that is incomplete here. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
First down, Mariota. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check three, check three, check three. He's cracking. He's checking crack. Oh!
Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And their first down, Chiefs.
Here we go. Choose the mic. All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Let's go. 15 on it. 15 on it. 3 bud, 3 bud.
Now they try the right side here. They find some open field here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. That good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. Now he's forced out left. That'll be complete to Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Woo, hey! 55.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Throwing is Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Here's Jackson to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Down. Pittsburgh. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Throwing is Jackson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving. around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Crunch time, defense.
Mariota. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Mariota now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Mariota. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. To the air again. Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Mariota. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mariota. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Where are they, team?
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And Diggs has it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw, Mariota. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Mariota again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Mariota to throw it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Dissly, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. They'll throw again. Mariota toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Tell you I'm a